Okay. Welcome back to Kari Calls It, where my current preseason record is now 5-12-1. Yep, I own it. 5 wins, 12 losses, and 1 tie. So, at this point, I would like everyone to know that I am no longer pretending this is a science. Last night, I tried my new helmet symbolism strategy. And honestly, well, it went 1-1. The Raiders won, so apparently the Pirate really did show up, see something he wanted, and took it. But the Chargers, oh, my beautiful, beautiful little lightning bolt completely betrayed me. The 49ers whooped up on, they beat, it's so hard to say. The 49ers beat them 41-17, which apparently means a gold miner with a pickaxe can defeat electricity. Who knew? I have questions. Science has questions. The universe is probably laughing. So yes, my record is now 5-12-1. Yeah, it's still rough, but somehow I remain confident. And today, I have decided to continue my journey away from logic. Now, I did look at how these teams performed last week. Very responsible of me, right? Very mature. For the Jets and the Steelers, the Jets showed some promising defensive pressure, while Pittsburgh had some young offensive players who looked pretty explosive. For the Panthers and Jaguars, Carolina's defense had some encouraging moments, but their first team offense definitely had room for improvement. Jacksonville had some young defenders who made plays and looked pretty active. And for the Packers and Broncos, Green Bay's offense was fairly quiet, while Denver looked much more complete overall. And they also created pressure on both sides of the ball. So yes, I did the homework, but am I picking based on analyst or that? Nah. Am I picking based on betting lines? Oh, absolutely not. Am I pretending I suddenly became a football genius overnight? Also no. Today, I am picking based on the team names, their symbols, and pure ridiculous reasoning. Because honestly, this show is so much more fun when we stop acting like I have a spreadsheet hidden in the back. So, let's do it. First up, the Jets and the Steelers. Now let's think about this, shall we? Okay, a jet, it's fast, powerful, impressive. It flies through the air like it has somewhere very important to be, right? But the Steelers, their entire identity is basically we work, we build, we survive. We are made of steel. And here is my issue. If a jet meets steel, I feel like the steel wins that argument, right? Sure. Also, Steeler just sounds like somebody who is going to take your lunch money and your dignity. So, while I respect the jet, I trust the people made of steel. So, Kari calls it for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry, Jets. You may be aerodynamic, but today I'm choosing industrial strength. Yeah. All right, next up, the Panthers at the Jaguars. Now, y'all, think about it. You know, this is basically a cat fight. And honestly, I'm all for that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby, I am. Now, a panther is sleek, mysterious, dramatic. A panther enters the room like you may look, but you may not approach. Very elegant, very powerful, very emotionally unavailable. But a jaguar feels a little more chaotic to me. A jaguar looks like, the kind of animal that wakes up and chooses violence. And if I'm picking one big cat to win a ridiculous symbolic showdown, I'm going with the one that looks like it has no interest in peace talks. So, with all that being said, Kari calls it for the Jaguars. Now, Panthers, I do respect your beauty, but today I'm choosing the Spotted Menace. And finally, the Packers at the Broncos. Now, this one really makes me laugh, okay, y'all? Because on one side, we have the Packers. What is a packer? A person packing things, boxes, supplies, stuff. They are very hardworking. They're very practical, and they're very organized. I love that for them. But on the other side, we have the Broncos. A wild horse, fast, strong, dramatic. And I just need to ask, what exactly is a person with boxes supposed to do against a horse? Nothing. Nothing about that matchup feels fair. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. The Bronco is kicking over the boxes, running away, leaving chaos behind. So with great confidence and absolutely questionable reasoning, Kari calls it for the Broncos. Now, Packers, this is not personal. I just cannot, in good conscience, bet against a horse in a symbolic fight with a man carrying packages. Okay? I'm sorry. So, my official Friday Week 2 picks are Steelers over the Jets, Jaguars over the Panthers, and Broncos over the Packers. That's right. Today's winning formula is Steel over Jet, Jaguar over Panther, and horse over boxes. This is where we are now. Yeah. And honestly, I regret nothing. I mean nothing. So, tell me in the comments, which ridiculous pick do you agree with? And more importantly, if you had to choose Steel or Jet, Panther or Jaguar, Packer or Bronco, who are you taking? Because if this strategy somehow works better than the analyst, I may never return to real logic again. See you next time on Kari Calls It, Football with a Personality.